And ladies and gentlemen, wish you a pleasant good afternoon once again from Advent Health Center Ice Arena here in Wesley Chapel, Florida. We're located approximately 20 minutes northeast of Tampa, right up I-75. We're at the cross flag signal of day number 2 of the 2026 United States Premier Hockey League Tampa Showcase, as we're over on Rink C, the north end of the building, if you will. This matchup in USPHL Elite play features the Metro Jets, who will face off against the Typhoon Hockey Club. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club. Good to have you with us as we continue on with day number 2 of the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase. And for the Metro Jets, they've already played this morning, coming off a 3-2 overtime victory over the Florida Junior Blades. It's their second game of the day. While the Typhoon Hockey Club, their first game of the showcase. One of the late arrivals, if you will, for the Tampa Showcase, as the Metro Jets, representing the USPHL Elite Midwest Division, currently sitting second, 18 wins, 9 losses, 1 overtime loss, good for 37 points, in a 3-game winning streak at the moment, 6-4 in their last 10 games. And leading the way for the Metro Jets, it is the 20-year-old from Buffalo Narrows, Saskatchewan, the number 42, Grayson Laprise. Laprise so far, 12 goals, 10 assists, 22 points on the season. He was the player of the game this morning in the Jets' 3-2 overtime victory over the Florida Junior Blades with a goal and 2 assists. Highest scorer amongst defensemen on the roster is the 18-year-old from South Bend, Indiana, the 48 of Sam Hansen. Hansen so far 2 goals, 13 assists, 15 points on the season. Answering the call in goal here this afternoon for the Metro Jets, it is the 18-year-old from Dexter, Michigan, the 29 of Aiden Binkley. Binkley, a perfect 4-0 record with a very impressive 112 goals against average, a .929 save percentage, 2 shutouts on the season for Binkley, who will make his 5th appearance of his rookie campaign here in the USPHL Elite. It is Aiden Binkley who will answer the call against the Typhoon Hockey Club, representing the USPHL Elite Florida Division. It's been a struggle for the Typhoon this season, mired in the basement in the Florida Division. 3 wins, 22 losses, 3 overtime losses, good for 9 points. They are 1-8-1 in their last 10 games. Recently picking up a victory, a 3-2 triumph over the Potomac Patriots back on December 19th, which snapped a long losing streak for the Typhoon. And leading the way for the Typhoon Hockey Club, it is the 17-year-old from Middleburg Heights, Ohio, the 42 of Ryan Kraft. Kraft so far 10 goals, 12 assists, 22 points on the season. Highest scorer amongst defensemen on the roster is the 18-year-old from Boca Raton, Florida, number 5 of Gino Sale. Sale so far 3 goals, 12 assists, 15 points on the season. Answering the call-in goal here this afternoon for the Typhoon, it is a 20-year-old from Saratoga Springs, New York, the 30-year Ryan McNeil. McNeil so far a record of 2 wins, 10 losses, 2 overtime losses, a .642 goals against average, an .878 save percentage so far for McNeil. Also has 1 shutout on the season. Last game came back on December 20th, the day after the Typhoon snapped their losing streak, as he stopped 38 of 47 shots he faced in a 9-0 loss at the hands of the Hampton Roads Whalers. So it's Ryan McNeil, the 20-year-old of Saratoga Springs, New York, in goal, as the rest of the starting lineup on defense. The 18-year-old from Coral Springs, Florida, the number 4 of William Earhart, and alongside him the 18-year-old from Boca Raton, Florida, the number 5 of Gino Sale. Starting at center, the 19-year-old from Oulu, Finland, the 61, Topias Pakala. On his left wing, the 17-year-old from Belgrade, Serbia, the number 8 of Anjan Dalic, and on the right wing, the 18-year-old from Plantation, Florida, the number 3 of Cobalt Polishchuk. Head coach of the Typhoon Hockey Club is Matt Maniglia, his first season behind the bench for the Typhoon. For the Metro Jets, as we mentioned in goal, the 18-year-old from Dexter, Michigan, the 29 of Aiden Binkley. His last game came back on December 19th. He stopped 17 of 18 shots he faced, and the Jets 11-1 victory over the Chicago T-Rex. So it's Aiden Binkley in goal. On defense, the 19-year-old from Newcastle, New South Wales, in his native country of Australia, the 19 of Scott Jua, and alongside him, the 18-year-old from Colorado Springs, Colorado, the 88 of Gavin Otto. Starting at center, the 19-year-old from Lapeer, Michigan, the 77 of Aiden Racosta, flicking him on his left side on the left wing, the 19-year-old from St. Petersburg, Florida, the 34 of Brody Jamrick, and on the right wing, the 17-year-old from New Baltimore, Michigan, the 62 of Ronnie Lubers. Head coach of the Metro Jets is Danny Vanderweel, his second season behind the bench. First ever meeting between the Metro Jets and the Typhoon Hockey Club on the elite side. They have played each other before on the premier side, back in the Palm Beach Typhoon days. As the Metro Jets, representing the USPHL Elite Midwest Division, play their home games at Mount Clemens Ice Arena, located 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. They are the designated home team for this game, wearing the white uniforms, blue shoulders, and red trim. They'll be skating left to right on your television screen. While the Typhoon Hockey Club, representing the USPHL Elite Florida Division, play their home game in the Palm Beach Skate Zone, located 20 minutes southwest of Palm Beach in Wellington, Florida. They are the designated road team for this game, wearing the red uniforms, white, gray, and black trim. They'll be skating right to left on your Black Bear TV dial. And in a bit of irony, if you will, the Metro Jets big brothers of the Metro Jets development program are playing right behind us next door against the Hershey Cubs. Just underway, 11 minutes to go in the first period, no score between MJDP and the Hershey Cubs. That's in USPHL Premier play. As we get set to go, Metro Jets, Typhoon Hockey Club, and we're underway. Racosta already brings it in. Pressured off the puck there by the 4 of William Earhart. Now picked away by Tobias Pakala. Pakala had it knocked away by Ronnie Lubers. Bouncing puck picked up there by the number 8 of Dalek. Anjan Dalek sent it in, picked up by Gavin Otto. Knocked away, and Aiden Binkley covers it up. Let's meet Aiden Binkley. The 18-year-old goaltender from Dexter, Michigan, spent the last 3 seasons with the Howell Highlanders. Michigan High School Athletic Association last year, 4 games played, a 180 goals against average, 893 save percentage, no shutouts. Spent his freshman year of high school with the Dexter Dreadnoughts of the Michigan High School Athletic Association. First year of junior hockey for Binkley, who is making his 5th career appearance here on the USPHL Elite side. It's actually warmer in Rink C than it was in Rink B. Usually this is the coldest rink here. It's tolerable right now. It's actually nice. Jarrett LeGros will take the draw. Also, this marks the debut of Miller Klurer, the 20-year-old from Oviedo, Florida, making his Metro Jets debut, his junior hockey debut. Wears number 36. Played for the Orlando Hockey Club the last 2 seasons. And making his junior hockey debut, the 36 of Miller Klurer. And he's on the line with Jarrett LeGros and Tyler Dix. And here comes LeGros. LeGros brings it in through everybody. Couldn't get the shot off, though. Nice play there by Logan Rohan. And here come the Typhoon on the other way. Ethan Lorraine will grab it. Pressured there by the 11 of Austin Foreman. Right down in front, and they score! Ryan Kraft puts the Typhoon on the board first. And the Typhoon score as a 17-year-old from Middleburg Heights, Ohio. Ryan Kraft, his 11th goal of the season. And the Typhoon strike first. They lead 1-0. big goal early by the Typhoon, as they lead 1-0. The Jets right back into the zone. Kept in by Sam Hansen. Now over to Grayson Laprise. Had it knocked away. Ryan Kraft, his 11th goal of the season from Austin Foreman. Just a minute 21 into the first period to give the Typhoon a 1-0 lead. Typhoon with a fresh leg. It's their first game of the weekend. All for the Jets, their second game of the day, as Laprise collides with the linesman. Picked up by the 21 of Paul Schneider. Knocked away there by Max Lee, who pinches in. Lee avoids the check there. But play kept in the zone. Picked up by Sam Hansen with a shot and gloved down by Ryan McNeil. Let's go ahead and meet Ryan McNeil, the 20-year-old goaltender from Saratoga Springs, New York. Started the year with the Bold City Battalion before that team disbanded and decided to head south to join the Typhoon Hockey Club, and he's been the workhorse goaltender ever since, sharing duties with Liam Sadler. Prior to that, played for the Northern Cyclones on the elite side last year. 11 games played, a .220 goals against average, and a .909 save percentage, and 2 shutouts as he covers it up. Also spent time with the Northern Cyclones U18 AA program, as well as starting his junior career back in the 2022-2023 season with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights. 2 seasons with the Saratoga Springs Blue Streaks, New York high school hockey ranks. Scott Shua with a shot, save made there by McNeil. Eli Schwarzer feeds it across. Had it knocked away by the 15 of James Brown. Brown now with a little bit of help from David Aaron. Puck picked up there by the Jets. And now Noah Chambers brings it in on his former teammate, Ryan McNeil, both coming from the Bold City Battalion before that team folded. Or went into mothballs, if you will. They'll return next year. Jason Shores knocked off the puck. Bold City Battalion, one of the 17 teams, franchises granted in the National Collegiate Development Conference, the NCDC Tier 2 junior hockey. The battalion folding up shop for this year, getting everything already in progress, already things ready for the 2026-2027 season, as Dmitry Aksanov sends the puck in. One nothing score, just a minute 21 into the first period. Ryan Kraft, his 11th goal of the season from Austin Foreman at 121. And picked up there by Ronnie Lubers. Lubers will bring it in. Lubers around, couldn't get the shot off, couldn't get around Gino Sale. And a delayed penalty coming to the Typhoon. And that'll put the Metro Jets in the power play for the first time. An opportunity for the Jets to tie this game, as Gino Sale, 2-minute minor for hooking. The Jets, 15.3% on the power play, have scored 9 power play goals and 59 opportunities to man advantage. Well, the Typhoon Hockey Club, they're struggling on the penalty kill, 74%. But have scored 2 short-handed goals. That is something to keep an eye on. Laprise wins that draw, pushes it forward. Met there by Devin Goosen and knocked into the neutral zone. Gavin Otto will grab it for Tyler Dix. Dix will bring it in, the all-time leader in franchise history in career games played. Oh, a couple other categories as well. Goals scored in franchise history, he's leader in that as well. As Binkley plays it there for Gavin Otto 12 minutes to go here in the first period. Tyler Dix feeds it back over to Gavin Otto. Otto now up to Tyler Dix. He'll bring it in. One of the original 3 members of the Metro Jets Elite Squad from the inaugural 2023-2024 season. Dmitry Aksanov over to Gavin Otto. Otto feeds it back over too far for Aksanov. There was a slight tip there by Connor Barnett, the former Palm Beach Breaker. As Aksanov will bring it in from the blue line. Aksanov looking for LeGros. And it kicked away. LeGros knocked to the ice. Grady Smith comes in to help out. Smith comes out with it. Scott Jua comes back with it. Jua with a shot, deflected. Aksanov gets it back in the blue line. Dmitry Aksanov sends it into the corner. Tyler Dix is there. Lets it go for Jarrett LeGros. LeGros steps up, fires, was blocked. LeGros gets his own block. Feed it off into the corner, met there. And caught by Barnett, who sends it in the neutral zone. 15 seconds left in the power play. 1-0 score. Typhoon out in front. And picked up there by Ryan Kraft, who's got the lone goal. The former Northern Cyclone U16 AAA program. Lost it to the fellow 42 Grayson Laprice. Now to Grady Smith. Smith brings it in surrounded by a trio of Typhoon. Right out in front, Braden Graham sent it over the top of the net. Braden Graham, the overtime hero earlier this morning in the Jets 3-2 victory over the Florida Junior Blades. Now picked up by Kraft. He's on a break. Ryan Kraft brings it in. Well, it goes down. And goes sliding into the net. Net comes off the moorings with 10:09 to go here in the first period. Next door, Metro Jets Development Program are playing the Hershey Cubs. No score, 5 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first period. So 2 of the 3 Metro Jets hockey clubs that are here this weekend are playing at the moment. The Metro Jets of the USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division, 6-2 victors over the Florida Division leading Florida Eels earlier today. Picked up by the Typhoon. As William Earhart, the 18-year-old from Coral Springs, Florida, shot, and Binkley makes the save. 9:31 to go here in the first period. Just underway. We're about halfway through day 2, the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase. Coming up next is the marquee matchup of the weekend in USPHL Elite play. The 2-time defending USPHL Elite National Champions, the Carolina Junior Canes, will play the 2024 USPHL Elite National Champions, the Northern Cyclones. Who the Northern Cyclones beat to win that 2024 National Championship? You guessed it, the Carolina Junior Canes. It'll be their first meeting since. Mad scramble in front of Aiden Binkley, and the whistle blows. The Junior Canes defeating the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights both last year and in 2023 to win the national championship. Losing to the Cyclones in 2024. So the Canes have been to the national championship title game the last 3 years in a row. And they'll play the Cyclones next at 6:30. Should be a good one. Picked up there by Tobias Pakala, and Binkley makes a save. .9:03 to go here in the first period. Ryan Kraft, his 11th goal of the season from Austin Foreman. Just 1:21 into the first period. They give the Typhoon a 1-0 lead. Gavin Otto around the board looking for Ethan Lorraine. And instead found Hunter Holtz. Austin Foreman was right there as well, and here come the Jets. Jarrett LeGros up to Tyler Dix. Tyler Dix brings it in. Dix with a shot up high over the top of the net. Had goaltender Ryan McNeil beat. Send it over the top of the net. Miller Clear with a shot. Sticked away by McNeil. And Clear grabs it. Feeds it up looking for Tyler Dix. Was behind him. Gavin Otto keeps it in. Gets it back. On the pass from Tyler Dix. Trying to feed it up to Jarrett LeGros. And knocked away by Ryan Kraft. Penalty coming. And it's on the Jets. Jarrett LeGros. So now the Typhoon's turn to go on the power play. 2-minute minor for hooking. And the Typhoon, for as trying as the season has been, they got a pretty good power play. 10th best in the league. 17.2%. Scored 20 power play goals. And 116 opportunities, the man advantage. Well, the Metro Jets, 86% of the penalty kill, scored 3 shorthanded goals. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Earhart now over to Gobin with a shot. Didn't get it all the way through. Here comes Grayson Laprise, who scored shorthanded earlier today in that 3-2 victory over the Florida Junior Blades in overtime. That was the goal that also got 2 assists, including the assist on the game-winning goal in overtime by Braden Graham. Axenoff knocks it away. Offside, the call. 7:35 to go. Some games ongoing at the moment. Just a little bit ago, the Typhoon Hockey Club's big brothers on the Premier side defeated the Jersey Hitmen by a score of 4-3. That was over on Rink B. Saved by Binkley. Point back opportunity there by Kraft, who's all over the place for the Typhoon. Coral Springs Junior Cast just defeated the Charleston Colonials 5-2 in the last game played on this rink. So at the moment, this is the only USPHL game going on at the moment here, other than the Metro Jets Development Program Hershey Cubs. Over on Rink B, Rink A is idle until 5:30 today. USPHL Premier play, Westchester Wolves will play the Charleston Colonials. The Tufts and Geneseo NCAA Division III college game happening over on the primary Rink D. That game started at 4:30. Picked up by Gobik. Power plays over. Both teams back to full strength. Picked up by Max Lee. Lee feeds it across to Eli Schwarzer. Maxwell lets it go for Noah Chambers. Chambers kicks it up to his forehand. Sends it across on his former teammate Ryan McNeil. Puck goes wide and now picked up by Scott Jua. Jua now over to Eli Schwarzer. Schwarzer looking for Noah Chambers. Knocked out of the air by David Aaron. Puck comes back to Jua. Scott Jua feeds up to Cam Maxwell. Too far for him. Caught up by Paul Schneider, the 17-year-old from Miami Beach, Florida. Also spent some time this season with the Archbishop McCarthy Mavericks, Florida high school hockey ranks. A lot of players here in the great state of Florida splitting time between USPHL Elite and Florida high school. .505 to go here in the first period. Schwarzer to Jua with a shot. Bouncing puck goes wide. Picked up by Cam Maxwell. Gets a little bit of help from Eli Schwarzer. Comes back to Ethan Lorraine. Couldn't keep it in the zone. Now picked up by David Aaron. Aaron's off to the races. Aaron with a backhand. Doesn't get all the way through. Nice play by Ethan Lorraine to negate the scoring opportunity. Cam Maxwell back to Lorraine. Up to Eli Schwarzer. Schwarzer now. We're looking for Noah Chambers. Pressured there by the 61. Tobias Pakala. McNeil will play it there for Delic. Anjan Delic will skate through center ice. The 17-year-old from Beograd, Serbia. Not exactly a thriving hockey metropolis. Delic with a shot was deflected. And it comes back to Sam Hansen. Hansen to Tyler Dix. Knocked away by Gerald LeGros. Now Tyler Dix gets it back. Dix over to Miller Clure. Clure had it knocked away by Caden Ebbinghaus, who sends it all the way down. And Gavin Otto feeds it across over to Sam Hansen. Second game of the day for the Metro Jets, while the Typhoon is their first game of the weekend and first game since December 20th. The last game of the USPHL Florida College Showcase, hosted by the Florida Junior Blades. Hansen with a shot, and McNeil covers it with 3:20 to go here in the first period. Shot there right on in front. McNeil will corral it and forcing a stoppage of play. And a little mini brouhaha. As they discuss where to go for dinner after the game. Of course, we recommend Top Shelf Sports Lounge, located in the second level here at Advent Health Center Ice Arena. So we'll try it again. Bouncing puck. Grayson Laprise lost it in his skates. Picked up by Tyler Hoagland. Had it knocked away by Connor Mulligan, who sends it in. Going after his 17 of Logan Rohan. Ebbinghaus goes after it. The 17-year-old from Jupiter, Florida. Couldn't get it out. And now picked up by the 9 of Ryan Von Groningen. Von Groningen sends it in. Was kicked back, and now Logan Rohan will start all over again. Lost it to Grady Smith. Smith battles there with Rohan. Grayson Laprise comes to help out. Racosta was there. Saxonov keeps it in. Picked up by Laprise. Little sidestep, little shot. Saved by McNeil. And he'll hang on with 2:26 to go. $15:20 to go in the second period. Next door, MJDP Hershey Cubs 0-0 deadlock. Face off to the right of goaltender Ryan McNeil. Picked up by Ryan Kraft. Kraft now to the 11 of Austin Foreman. The 17-year-old from Weston, Florida, sends it in. Picked up by Kraft. Ryan Kraft's going to see a lot of ice time for this Typhoon hockey club. Earhart keeps it in. Goes just past Binkley. Shots 8-4 in favor of the Metro Jets. And now they got a 2-on-1. Racosta sets up, fire, save made by McNeil. Shores with a rebound, and he scores! Jason Shores puts the Metro Jets on the board. As Jason Shores, the 18-year-old from Pittsburgh, Indiana, his 6th goal of the season, and the Jets have tied it at 1 apiece. Nice play by Aiden Racosta to set it up with the initial shot, and Jason Shores bangs home the rebound to put the Jets on the board. They tie it at 1. Jason Shores, his 6th goal of the season from Aiden Racosta at 15-11 of the first period to tie this game for the Jets. Shores released it there from Max Lee. Lee trying to feed it up to Noah Chambers, knocked away by Pakala. Lee surrounded by a couple of Typhoon, gets it up to Cam Maxwell. Now Maxwell's got speed, 3-on-1 if they hurry. Noah Chambers brings it in. Backhand shot, glove down by McNeil. With 1:20 to go. Here in the first period. 1-1 tie. Shots 10-4 now in favor of the Jets. There's a shot there. McNeil nearly lost that and nearly threw that in the back of his own net. Was able to hang on. Ryan Kraft is 11th from Austin Foreman at 1:21 is a Typhoon goal. Jason Shores is 6th from Aiden Racosta at 15-11 is the Jets goal. And that's where we're at, 1-1. Lorraine to Tyler Dix, now to Jarrett LeGros. LeGros looking for Miller Clur, found Sale instead. Picked up by Gavin Otto. Otto will bring it in. Pitching in from the blue line, going to carry it in himself. Less than a minute remaining here in period number 1. Sale had the puck, lost it. And knocked away by the 21 of Paul Schneider. Tyler Dix back to Gavin Otto. Otto now will bring the puck in for Jarrett LeGros. LeGros too far for him. Schneider goes after it. Pressured by LeGros, as well as Miller Clur. Here comes Pakala the other way. Tobias Pakala had it knocked away by Gavin Otto. 5 seconds left here in the first period. Puck over in the corner, and that's going to do it. The horn sounds. Shots on goal in the first period. Typhoon with 5. Metro Jets with 11. Metro Jets tied it up as Ryan Kraft, his 11th goal of the season from Austin Foreman at 1:21. Then Jason Shores tied it for the Jets. His 6th of the season from Aiden Racosta at 15-11. That's where we're at, a 1-1 tie. And as we've explained all weekend long, showcase format a little bit different than a regular season game, though these games do count in the regular season. Instead of the 3 20-minute periods of play with a reservice at the end of each period, it is 3 17-minute periods. And instead of a reservice at the end of the first period of a showcase game, we're in the midst of a 1-minute break. When we come back, it'll be 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half of the second period. From there, once that's complete, then we'll reservice the ice, come back, play the second half of the second period, then wrap it up with the third period. That's generally how it works here at the USPHL Tampa Showcase and most showcases throughout the country. So second period about to get underway. The Metro Jets, based out of Mount Clemens, Michigan. Former 2024 USPHL Elite Midwest Division champions. They are the designated home team for this game, wearing the white uniforms, blue shoulders and red trim. They're skating right to left on your television screen with the Typhoon Hockey Club. Based out of Wellington, Florida, 20 minutes southwest of Palm Beach. Represent the USPHL Elite Florida Division. They are the designated road team for this game, wearing the red uniforms, white, gray, and black trim. They are skating left to right on your Black Bear TV dial. Racosta with a shot, sticked away by Ryan McNeil. Back over to Axonov with a shot, and McNeil covers with Brody Jamrick right there at the doorstep. 7:57 to go here in the first half of the second period. Braden Graham, the overtime hero in this morning's 3-2 victory by the Jets over the Florida Junior Blades, takes the draw. Smith now to Jua and into the glove of Ryan McNeil. I have meant to ask in this rink, what are the other scoreboards for? Volleyball. Oh, they cover the ice and they play volleyball in here. Okay, that's fair. All right.
They did like roller hockey too.
Oh, and roller hockey as well. All right. Was injured. Always wondered that.
Yeah.
What they do in here with all the scoreboards, and I imagine it's a summertime thing as well. Not as much ice needed. Shot goes wide on Binkley. Connor Barnett keeps it in. Now Grayson Laprise grabs it. But it's sent in by the 18 Tanner Hoagland. Here come the Jets the other way. Jua now to Grady Smith. Smith had a goal this morning. Smith with a shot, saved by McNeil. And he'll hang on. Got to come up with a garbage can around here. Used to be one here last year, and I would drop my garbage down and I would always miss. Even though it was right directly below me, I'd miss. Jets continue to press. Chambers with a shot up high and wide. Pakala met there by Gavinotto, picked up by Cam Maxwell. Knocked away by Pakala, and now picked up by Anjan Dalek. Dalek with a shot. Binkley covers it up with 6:36 to go. Here in the first half of the second period. Face off deep in the Jet zone to the left of goaltender Aiden Binkley, his glove side. Getting some work in this weekend here at the USPHL Tampa Showcase. Shot there by Sale goes wide. Kept in by Earhart. Feeds up to Dallas, trying to wrap it around, and Binkley gets over just in time to make the save. With 6:24 to go. Here in the first half of the second period. And next door, at the end of the first half, MJDP up 1-0 on the Hershey Cubs. Metro Jets Elite Big Brothers, as Lucas Benavidez picking up the goal from Aiden Rabone and Mario Boscovich. That is next door. And offside the call on the Typhoon. Today's the second game of 2 for the Metro Jets. They will play tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. over on the Olympic rink, Rink A, as they have a date with the hosts, the Tampa Bay Juniors, tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Yours truly on the call of that game. Then they'll wrap it up on Monday morning, 9:30 a.m., right back here on Rink C, as they will play the Jets will play the Florida Eels to wrap up their USPHL Tampa Showcase. For the Typhoon, this is their first game of the weekend. Their doubleheader day is tomorrow, Sunday, January 4th, bright and early, 8 a.m. They'll play the Fort Wayne Spacemen. And then come back at 2 o'clock against the Motor City Gamblers. Both games over behind us in Rink B. And they'll wrap it up with the last game of the showcase as McNeil was ran into by his own defenseman, Paul Schneider, and Schneider was slow to get up. He's still on the ice, but he was slow to get up. The Typhoon wrap up the entire USPHL Tampa showcase on Monday afternoon at 1:30 right here in Ring C against the Charleston Colonials. This Typhoon Hockey Club, one of the last teams to play their first game of the weekend. Big hit there on Ethan Lorraine. And he gets right back up. Tough kid, that 18-year-old from New Boston, Michigan. Just turned 18. Holtz now to Schneider. Knocked into the zone by Riley Mallon. 4:30 to go. Here in the first half of the second period, Grady Smith brings it in, had it knocked away by the 15 of James Brown. And Brown comes out with it. The 17-year-old from Hollywood, Florida, had it knocked away by Grayson Laprice. Laprice with a shot, and McNeil with a save. 4:12 to go. Here in the first half of the second period. And here comes Ryan Kraft. Kraft, toe drag on Mulligan, and he scores! Beautiful goal by Ryan Kraft. His second of the game. 12th of the season. Beautiful toe drag and throws it through the legs of goaltender Aiden Minkley. And the Typhoon take the lead back at 2-1. That was a pretty goal. Ryan Kraft, a 17-year-old from Middleburg Heights, Ohio, with that goal. Two to one to score. Kraft, his second of the game, 12th of the season from Logan Rohan at 4:29. One of the prettier goals you'll see this weekend here at the USPHL Tampa Showcase. Here comes Eli Schwarzer. He's got Noah Chambers to his right elbow. Schwarzer puts on the brakes, waits for reinforcements. Sidesteps 2, 3, and got the shot off, but Kraft made a save. Pickpocketed Kraft. Kraft returned to favor. Picked up by Aksonoff. Aksonoff dumps the puck in. Schwarzer sent it towards the net, went behind. Chambers grabs it. Noah Chambers behind the net. McNeil covers with 3:10 to go. One of the prettier goals you'll see this weekend by Ryan Kraft. The 17-year-old from Middleburg Heights, Ohio. He'll turn 18 in 11 days. Not a bad move by a 17-year-old. Face off to the left, the goaltender Ryan McNeil. Metro Jets out shooting the Typhoon 15-8, including 4-3 in this period. Shua goes after it, icing the call. 2:55 to go here in the first half of the second period. Face off to the left of Ryan McNeil, the 20-year-old goaltender from Saratoga Springs, New York. LeGros with the puck, gathers it back up. Feeds it back to the point for Scott Shua. Shua now back to LeGros. LeGros kicks it up to Miller Klur, making his Metro Jets debut, junior hockey debut for Miller Klur, the 20-year-old from Oviedo, Florida, outside of Orlando. Bouncing puck, save, rebound, and covered by McNeil with Tyler Dix right there at the doorstep. .2:26 to go here in the first half of the second period. Typhoon hanging on. They're not playing like a team with a 3-22, 3-0 record. Bouncing puck goes wide. Ronnie Luber's trying to dig it out. Aiden Racosta is there as well. Picked up by Lubers with a shot. Blocker to the side. And it comes back to Lubers. Over to Gavinotto. Back to Lubers. Turns around, fires, was blocked by Gino Sale. And off the Jets bench with 1:56 to go here in the first half of the second period. The Metro Jets coming into this game 18-9-1-0, second in the Midwest Division. While the Typhoon Hockey Club 3-22, 3-0. On paper, this looks like a mismatch, but the Typhoon are saying no, it's not a mismatch. .150 to go. Laprise through a crowd, got the shot off. Pagala lost it to Graham. Graham now to Hansen, back to Graham. Finds Grayson Laprise. Laprise back to Hansen. Hansen steps up, fires up high and wide. Schneider knocked to the boards and a penalty coming. It's on Grady Smith. Second power play opportunity for the Typhoon. They are 0 for 1 so far today. So face off in the Jets zone to the left for goaltender Aiden Binkley. Earhart. Over to Kraft. Kraft a sail over the head. Sails one over the head of Aiden Binkley. Tyler Dix trying to knock it out into the neutral zone. And puck knocked away. Picked up there by McNeil's got to play it himself with Aiden Racosta lurking. There's Racosta. Send it towards the net. Less than a minute remaining. Picked up by Gobin. Jaden Gobin. Back over to Sale. Back to Gobin. Sale with a shot. Went wide. Ryan Kraft is there. He's got both Typhoon goals today. And the puck sent down on Ryan McNeil. One last chance for Habs. 20 seconds left here in the first half of the second period. Max Lee trying to knock it out. Overskated the puck and Typhoon keep it in. Max Lee right there. Battles there with the two of Jaden Gobin. And the horn sounds to end the first half of the second period. Shots on goal in the first half. Palm Beach with 4, first half total of 9, with the Metro Jets with 5, first half total of 16. Ryan Kraft with both Typhoon goals, while Jason Shores responding for the Metro Jets. It's 2-1 at the end of the first half of the second period. We'll take a short timeout, about 10 minutes. Come back for first half recap and start the second half. You're watching day number 2, the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase, live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Advent Health Center Ice Arena. We're located approximately 20 minutes northeast of Tampa Bay, right up I-75 in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Just past halfway through day number 2 of the 2026 United States Premier Hockey League Tampa Showcase. We're located on Rink C. This matchup in USPHL Elite play, the score after the first half. The Typhoon Hockey Club 2, the Metro Jets 1. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club. Good to have you with us. We kick off the 2026 calendar year here in the beautiful Sunshine State of Florida. Current temperature at home in New Haven, Michigan, a balmy 23 degrees. Here in Wesley Chapel, it's 67 degrees. As we recap the first half of this one, shots on goal in that first half of the second period. The Typhoon with 4, first half total of 9. Well, the Metro Jets also with 4, first half total of 15. And a goal apiece in the first period. Ryan Kraft put the Typhoon on the board just a minute 21 in the first period with his 11th goal of the season from Austin Foreman. That gave the Typhoon a 1-0 lead just a minute 21 in. Then Jason Shores tied it for the Jets. His 6th goal of the season and the assist from Aiden Racasta at 15-11. That was the end of the first period. But then in the second period, Ryan Kraft, his 2nd goal of the game, 12th of the season, from Logan Rohan at 4:29, and that's where we're at. 2-1 as we head into the second half of the second period. Next door, the Metro Jets Big Brothers and the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, in the USPHL Premier side of things, leading 1-0 over the Hershey Cubs. They get a set to start the third period. Lucas Benavidez with his 11th of the season from Aiden Rabone and Ben McClain. That came at 5:20 of the second period to give MJDP the lead there. Coming up next, here on Rink C, it's a battle of a pair of former USPHL Elite National Champions. The 2-time and defending national champs, the Carolina Junior Hurricanes, will face off against the Northern Cyclones, the 2024 national champions. A 6:30 face-off right here on Rink C. Then we wrap things up here on this rink. 8:30 tonight in USPHL Premier play. The Toledo Cherokee will play the Coral Springs Junior Cats. And that'll wrap up day 2 here in Wesley Chapel, Florida. We get set to go for the second half of the second period. The Metro Jets from the USPHL Elite Midwest Division, based out of Mount Clemens, Michigan. They are the designated home team for this game, wearing the white uniform, blue shoulders, and red trim. They're skating right to left. On your television screen with the Typhoon Hockey Club, based out of Wellington, Florida, representing the USPHL Elite Florida Division. They are the designated road team for this game, wearing the red uniforms, white, gray, and black trim. They're skating left to right on your Black Bear TV dial. And the Typhoon with still 10 seconds left in their second power play of the day to start off this second half. Grady Smith set to return out of the penalty box here. And right about now. So the Jets now 2 for 2 in the penalty kill. They've got Colbert Polishchuk. Feeds it across for the 5 of Gino Sale. Was looking for Ryan Kraft and icing the call. 7:43 to go. Here in the second period. If you're looking on the USPHL.com/Elite Game Center score sheet, it is 2-1. Not 100% sure why it says 3-1. It is 2-1, the score. LeGros wins the draw. Back to Sam Hansen with a shot! Oh my! Ryan McNeil had to reach back to grab it. It deflected off one of his defenseman's skates. for William Earhart. And McNeil had to reach back and grab it before it crossed the goal line to keep this game at 2-1. LeGros wins the draw again. Back to Hanson. He'll try it again with a shot. Sticked away by McNeil. Axenoff trying to keep it in, and he does with a little bit of help from Jarrett LeGros. Picked up by the 77 of Hunter Holtz. Kept in by Axenoff. Miller Klur had it. Lost it to Holtz. LeGros now to Klur. Trying to feed it to Dix. Hanson with a shot. Deflected up high. Miller Klur grabs it. Axenoff, another shot. Deflected. And McNeil covers it with 7:06 to go here in the second period. Jets trying to tie this game up. Braden Graham trying to feed it over to Garrett Laprise. Grayson Laprise. Shot there, save made, and Braden Graham right there. Face off once again to the right of goaltender Ryan McNeil, and Braden Graham will take the draw against Anjan Dalek. They try to dig it out of the linesman's skates. And Braden Graham scored the overtime goal, game winner, earlier this morning against the Florida Junior Blades, and the Jets 3-2 victory over the Blades. Grayson Laprise through the goal mouth. Puck is loose. And somehow, some way, that stayed out of the back of the net. And then referee's going to talk about this one. That may or may not have crossed the line. The Jets started to celebrate like they had scored. And no goal. And so head coach Danny Vanderwill, director of hockey operations, general manager Justin Kinville getting an explanation. It may not be the explanation they want, but they're getting an explanation. Jets dominating in shots, 23-9. But the Typhoon lead where it matters most, 2-1. Both goals by Ryan Kraft. And again, aware the score sheet online says 3-1. That is incorrect. It is 2-1. Smith now over to Hanson with a shot. Was blocked. Trying to keeps it back in for now. Another. And a second effort gets it out. Picks up by Axenoff. For Grayson Laprise. Laprise to Braden Graham. Deflects it towards McNeil, who covers with 6:11 to go here in the second period. Face off again in the Typhoon zone. Ryan McNeil has been good. 23 shots, 24 saves. The 20-year-old goaltender from Saratoga Springs, New York. Noah Chambers, backhand shot. They'll go out through another shot by Maxwell. And McNeil caught a piece of it. Foreman had it knocked away by Connor Mulligan. Here's Maxwell with a shot, sticked away by McNeil. Max Lee with a drive was deflected. As William Earhart sends it in, Max Lee will go back after it. Lee couldn't get it out, kept in by Gobin. Sends it behind the net. Cam Maxwell kicks it up to Noah Chambers. Chambers now to Eli Schwarzer. Schwarzer sends it in off of Ebbinghaus. Schwarzer, a side angle shot, didn't get all the way through. Chambers trying to knock Jaden Gobin off the puck. the 18-year-old from Ranheim, Massachusetts. And icing to call. .5:16 to go. Typhoon lead 2-1. Aiden Ricasa takes the draw. Lost that to Ryan Kraft, who's got both of Typhoon's goals today. Luber sent it off the side of the net and picked up by Gobin. Gavin Otto sends it right back in, the delayed offside. Now Ricasa and Shores go back after it. Off the boards to Ryan Kraft. Kraft up to the two of Gobin and lost it to Ricasa. And flutters back to Gavin Otto. 4:35 to go. Otto will bring it in, backhands it, and sent right back out by Caden Ebbinghaus, the 17-year-old from Jupiter, Florida, former North County star. One of the many Florida high school hockey teams here in the great Sunshine State. Gino Sale, who has split time this season with the Spanish River West Boca Bull Sharks. In the middle of his third season with the Bull Sharks, as well as the Typhoon. Puck came out right in front of Binkley, couldn't pull the trigger. Shores off the boards. Gavin Otto trying to get out, and he couldn't get it out either, as Aiden Ricasa has to go back after it. Pressured there by the 10 of David Aaron. Axonoff feeds it across ice to Ricasa. A couple of Typhoon collided. Ricasa brings it in. Backhanded for Jason Shores. Shores trying to sidestep Gobic and knocked in and out of play as a lucky fan from New Baltimore, Michigan picks up a souvenir puck. .321 to go here in the second period. Shots 25-9 in favor of the Jets, but the Typhoon lead 2-1. Jua with a shot, bouncing puck. Grow with a tip. Picked up by Tyler Dix. Dix trying to feed to LeGros, gets it back. Off the boards to Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine sent it towards the net, doesn't get all the way through. LeGros in the second effort was knocked away. Miller clear now to LeGros. Too far for Dix. Shua keeps it in. Over for LeGros to Tyler Dix. Dix sends it in behind the net for Miller Clear. Cleared over LeGros with a shot off the post. Comes back, Lorraine couldn't keep it in. Sends it right back, LeGros, and offside. The call, LeGros with a half step ahead. 2:40 to go. Here in the second period. Face off the neutral zone in front of the Jets bench. The Jets are getting plenty of opportunities at goaltender Ryan McNeil, but cannot convert. Braden Graham for Grayson Laprice. Laprice sidesteps 3 Typhoon before it was taken away by the 77 of Hunter Holtz. The 17-year-old from Idaho Falls, Idaho. Grady Smith off the boards. Comes back to Sam Hansen, who's pinching in. Hansen through a trio of Typhoon with a shot. McNeil makes the save. With 2:06 to go. The Jets are getting the chances. It's just a matter of figuring out a way to put a puck past Ryan McNeil. Graham wins the draw. Laprise battles there with William Earhart. Graham digs it out. Back to Smith. Smith with a shot, just wide. Bouncing puck off the stanchion. Sam Hansen keeps it in. Dumps it in for Braden Graham. Too far for Graham. Laprise gets there. Kept in by Grady Smith. Back to Braden Graham. Graham with a shot, just wide. Back over to Grady Smith. Ticked off. Laprise trying to feed it to Graham. Right out in front. Laprise couldn't pull the trigger. Kept in by Mulligan. Kept in on the second effort. Now brought out by Jaden Gobin. And Sam Hansen goes back after it. Minute 15 to go here in the second period. Too far for Schwarzer and icing the call. 1:13 to go here in the second period. Face off to the right, a goaltender Aiden Binkley. Sale with a puck, shot, deflected. Mulligan tries to get it out. Got there by Barnett. Mulligan again. This time battles there with Alex Tudaj. Tute now to Schwarzer. Cam Maxwell brings it in. Maxwell to Laprise. Hansen grabs it. Sends it into the corner. Maxwell goes after it. Feeds it back to Dmitry Aksanov. Aksanov with a shot. Saved by McNeil. And he'll cover. 40.3 seconds left. Here in period number 2. Next door, 7:44 and counting remaining in the third. MJDP clinging to a 1-0 lead over the Hershey Cubs. As the Metro Jets Elite's big brothers are playing next door. Save rate off the face-off. As Gavin Otto goes after it, icing the call. 32.1 seconds left. Again, if you're following online at the USPHL.com/Elite Game Center page for this game, it is 2-1. It is not 3-1. That is an error, and we are working on getting that corrected. It is 2-1. 20 seconds left. They battle along the boards. Chambers digs it out. Ricasa tried as well, and another souvenir puck goes to the same lucky fan from New Baltimore, Michigan. .1 seconds left. Braden Graham will again take the draw against Anjan Dalek. Graham wins the draw back, but pushing it forward is Kobut Polishchuk. Dalek had it, lost it. Comes back to Aksanov. Gavin Otto as a horn sounds to end the second period. Shots on goal in the second period. The Typhoon with 4, two-period total of 9, while the Metro Jets with 16, two-period total of 27. Ryan Kraft has both goals for the Typhoon. Jason Shores has responded for the Jets. It's 2-1 at the end of 2 periods of play. As we get set for the third period. Third period about to get underway. The Metro Jets represent the USPHL Elite Midwest Division, the former 2024 divisional champions. Play their home games at Mount Clemens Ice Arena, located 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, and Mount Clemens, Michigan. They are the designated home team for this game, wearing the white uniforms, blue shoulders, and red trim. They are skating left to right on your television screen. Well, the Typhoon Hockey Club represent the USPHL Elite Florida Division. Play their home game in the Palm Beach Skate Zone, located 20 minutes southwest of Palm Beach, about 90 minutes north of Miami in Wellington, Florida. They are the designated road team for this game, wearing the red uniforms, white, gray, and black trim. They are skating right to left on your Black Bear TV dial. Whether it's your Android, your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop, your big screen TV, however and wherever you're watching us, including some parents with earbuds in their ears here in the building, we certainly appreciate you tuning in to day number 2 of the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase from Advent Health Center Ice Arena here in Wesley Chapel, Florida. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club. Good to have you with us. This is game number 5 for yours truly. 2 more to go today. Unexpectedly picked up an additional half a game thanks to Ken Mendel. Ronnie Lubbers looking for Axonoff. Had it knocked away, now picked up there by the Typhoon. Tyler Hoagland had it knocked away by LeGros, and a penalty coming. It's again on LeGros. A 2-minute minor for tripping will put the Typhoon in the power play for the 3rd time today. They're 0 for 2. So a 2-minute minor for tripping, just 50 seconds into the 3rd period. Give the Typhoon the man advantage. Face off deep in the Jet zone to the right of goaltender Aiden Binkley, his blocker side. Ricasa wins the draw forward. Sale with a shot, hit his own man, and Binkley covers. 16:04 to go. .340 to go next door. MJDP clinging to that 1-0 lead over the Hershey Cubs. Pretty even game. Lucas Benavidez, the lone goal scorer for MJDP. Here it's 2-1. Typhoon over the Jets, and whistle blows as the net has come off the moorings. Face off the neutral zone. Braden Graham wins it back for Scott Jua. Jua turns around, fires. Couldn't get it out. Kept in by Sale. The shot was blocked by Jua. Jua kicks it up to Braden Graham. A little bit of help from Max Lee. Pressure there by Polishchuk. And Braden Graham grabbed it, turns around. Knocked off the puck there by Jaden Gobin. Kept in. Sale with a shot. Binkley with a save with 15:21 to go here in the 3rd. So face off to Binkley's left. Minute 12 left in the power play. Earhart sent it towards the net, went wide. Sam Hansen backhands it through the middle of the ice, right in on goaltender Ryan McNeil. Picked up by Gino Sale. Sale to Earhart, back over to Jaden Gobin. Gobin now to Earhart, the 18-year-old from Coral Springs, Florida, 2nd year with the Typhoon. former West Side Mutt, my favorite high school hockey nickname of all time. Earhart will bring it in. Knocked on the puck there by Connor Mulligan. Here comes Ryan Kraft, knocked away by Ricosta. A little bit of help from Tyler Dix trying to get it out, and it goes back into the corner. Mulligan will go back after it. And Mulligan will fire it right down the center of the ice, all the way down on McNeil. McNeil forced to play it for Kraft. Ryan Kraft Jr. will bring it in. He's got both goals for the Typhoon today. Kraft looking for somewhere to go. Feeds it across. Picked up by Holtz with a shot. Blockered away by Binkley. Power plays over. Both teams back to full strength. The Jets now 3 for 3 in a penalty kill. And Binkley covers with 13:52 to go with Ryan Kraft right there in the doorstep looking for the hat trick. Face off to the left of Aiden Binkley. And we'll try it again. Braden Graham against against James Brown. Graham won that draw. Axonoff with the puck. Jets back at full strength, trying to tie this game. They trail 2-1. Grayson Laprise with a shot goes wide. Braden Graham keeps it in. No, does not keep it in. Offside the call. A minute 25 to go next door. MJDP still out in front, 1-0. Keeping an eye on that game as well as this one. Dmitry Axonoff deflected it out of play, and a lucky fan from right here in Wesley Chapel, Florida will eventually pick up that souvenir puck. Two to 1 to score. Typhoon out in front. The Jets approaching 30 shots on Ryan McNeil. The Typhoon have only fired 11 at Jets goaltender Aiden Binkley. Ryan Kraft has 2 of those shots put past Binkley. Lorraine to Maxwell. Maxwell couldn't get it out. Now Axonoff. Wheel back in his corner for Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine off the boards for Eli Schwarzer. Now to Cam Maxwell. Maxwell will bring it in. Puts on the brakes. Trying to send it across over to Schwarzer. Was picked off by Polishchuk. Polishchuk wraps it around the board. Noah Chambers intercepts. Scott Jua trying to keep it in. Trying to pinch in, and Delic sends it in. Bouncing puck off of the Zamboni doors, and Binkley had to make a save. Here comes Chambers. Noah Chambers with a shot off the blocker of Ryan McNeil. Cam Maxwell pressured by Delic. Jua pinching in. He'll send it right back around the boards. Chambers grabs it behind the net. Chambers off the boards for Gavin Otto. Otto steps up, fires wide of the net. Maxwell's looking for the tip. Maxwell trying to keep it in. He's double teamed, but still doing a good job of keeping the puck on the boards. Now dug out by the 61 of Topias Pakala. Pakala with a shot and gloved down by Binkley. With 11:46 to go here in the third period. Boy, next door. Could be. Should be over. Thinking it should be over. Oh, we'll give it a minute. $11:35 to go here And Bingley gloves it, a poor stop of play with 11:33 to go. And how about that? The Metro Jets Development Program has defeated the Hershey Cubs by a score of 1-0. Cameron Cyrus, the goaltender for MJDP, stopping all 26 shots to pick up his third shutout of the season. So big game for MJDP. Lucas Benavidez, the game winning, the only goal. Jared LeGros off the blocker of Ryan McNeil. So congratulations to MJDP, a 1-0 victor over the Hershey Cubs. The Metro Jets Hockey Club this week, today is 3-0 between the three clubs. This is the doubleheader day for the Metro Jets Elite.